I'm about to walk you through 7 in-demand careers that prove it's never too late to find work that matters and work that pays. Now, these jobs cover a wide range of interests from healthcare to bookkeeping, from outdoor work to online businesses. So no matter your skills or lifestyle, there's something here for you. Now, I do want to mention some of these careers, well, they do require a little training, just a few months to get rolling, while others you can jump into right away. Now, there's even a surprise. There's a couple I doubt you've ever considered or maybe even heard of. But either way, every one of them is a real opportunity for people over 50 to earn, to grow, and build a future on your own terms. And we're going to start with medical assistant. If you've ever thought about working in healthcare but don't want to go through years of schooling, well, becoming a medical assistant could be the perfect fit. Demand, we know, is rising, and it's rising fast. It's projected to grow 13% through 2033, and of course, that's because of our aging population. Now, you can complete training in just 6 to 12 months at a community college or a trade school. You can often do that with night classes. Now, add the certified medical assistant credential, and you'll be ready for jobs in clinics and hospitals or even telehealth. Now, let me tell you why it fits people over 50. Number one, it's meaningful work that values empathy and organizational skills without heavy physical demands. Now, the entry cost, we'll say entry cost and time commitment, is around $2,000 to $5,000, and it takes about 6 to 12 months of training. But for that investment, the median salary, well, it's around $43,000 a year. And of course, you could make more depending on where you live and where you work. Bookkeeper. If numbers are your comfort zone, well, bookkeeping could be your calling. Small businesses everywhere, they're outsourcing financial tasks. And one thing we know is demand is steady. There's also remote options. They're often available so you can work from your home on your own schedule. Now, there is no accounting degree required for a bookkeeper, but you would want to take, or you should take, a 3 to 6 month online course, or maybe go to a community college where you'll learn the basics. You could also learn QuickBooks. There are free tutorials just about everywhere. Certainly on YouTube, you can learn about QuickBooks. Now, I also suggest that you consider certification like the Certified Bookkeeper Credential from the American Institute of Professional Bookkeepers. Now, why am I suggesting bookkeeper as an option, as a career option? Well, I think this is perfect for detail-oriented people who enjoy working independently, people who want a flexible schedule and remote options. Also, regarding the entry cost and time commitment, well, it's going to take maybe around $500 to $2,000 and 3 to 6 months of training. So what do you get for this investment of time and money? Well, you get a median salary around $47,000, but as you get more experience, well, that income ceiling, that income level will keep climbing. Home health aide. Now, if you want a career built on compassion, home health care aide is booming. With demand expected to grow 33%, yes, I did say 33% through 2033. Well, this is one of the most secure fields you'll find anywhere. And you can make a real difference. You can also make a real difference in people's lives. Now, training is relatively short. You'll need just 75 to around 120 hours. Usually, you can finish this in about 2 to 4 weeks of training. Now, some states do require a certified nursing assistant license, but there are many agencies out there that'll help you through the process. Now, you can also find work through agencies or maybe directly with families. Now, why does this fit for people over 50? Well, it's a meaningful role that uses compassion and patience with flexible part-time schedules. Now, the entry cost, the time commitment is around $300 to $1,000 and 2 to 4 weeks of training. And what do you get for that investment of money and time? Well, you get a median salary of around $33,500, but it's often higher with private clients. Online tutoring. Now, if you've got knowledge to share, and most of us over 50 years old, yes, we've got a lot of knowledge to share. Well, if you've got a lot of knowledge to share, well, online tutoring is one of the fastest growing opportunities that you're going to find. From teaching languages to helping with math or science, well, this career lets you work from home and set your own hours. And getting started is quick. You just create a profile on platforms like Preply or tutor.com, record a short demo video, and you're ready to go. And there's many platforms that don't require degrees. So think about that when you're considering a tutor position. Now, let me tell you why it fits folks over 50. Well, it's a chance for you to share a lifetime of knowledge and experience while working from home, and this gives you total flexibility. The entry cost and the time commitment, well, it could be free, no cost, or maybe even just under a couple $100, depending on any fees that you're going to want to pay or have to pay. And it also takes a short amount of time, usually 1 to 2 weeks, just to get rolling. Now, the median salary is about $52,000 a year. If you're part-time, you want to be a part-time tutor, well, you can often make anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a month. Online store. If you've ever dreamed of turning a hobby or an interest into a business, well, running an online store makes that possible. And with e-commerce booming, it's projected to hit $4.8 trillion globally in 2025. Well, this is one of the easiest ways to start a business. You choose a niche that you know or enjoy, you set up a store on Shopify, Etsy, or eBay, and you can be selling within weeks. Free or online courses will teach you product sourcing, marketing, and even store setup. So why does this fit? Why is this a great fit for people over 50? Well, it's a chance to turn a long-time hobby or a passion into income with flexibility to work at your own pace. An entry cost and time, the time commitment is anywhere from $0 to maybe a few $100. It'll take you about 1 to 4 weeks to launch from when you decide you're going to start. Now, the median salary, it's going to vary widely. I want to make sure I let you know that. Could be maybe $36,000 because I know someone who's making $36,000 a year just started out. Could be a lot more than that, maybe even into the six figures. It certainly depends on the scale of your business. Locksmith. Now, it's not one that you're going to hear about every single day, certainly not here on YouTube. But if you enjoy problem solving and hands-on work, well, locksmithing could be a great fit for you. Now, it's a skill that is always going to be in demand with thousands of openings every year as more homes are built and older locksmiths retire. And training, well, it's pretty straightforward. You take a 3 to 6 month course at a trade school, or maybe you take courses online, or you could do a short intensive workshop with a skilled tradesman. Now, some states do require licensing, and you'll need to invest in a basic toolkit. But after that, you know what? You can start building a client base in your community. So why do I say this is a great fit for somebody over 50? Well, I think it's ideal for people who enjoy precision work, they enjoy independence, and they build trust, are good at building trust with customers. Now, the entry cost and the time commitment, entry cost is going to be around $600 to maybe $2,000. It depends on the courses that you take, depends on the training. You will need about $1,000 or so for tools. Now, it does take about 3 to 6 months to get certified, but that'll be depending on the area that you're living in. Now, median salary for the investment of that time and money, the median salary is going to be around $50,000 to $60,000 a year, with independent operators earning much more than that. Stump removal. Now, this is another one that's a unique opportunity. It puts a smile on my face, and I'm not sure why, but I just think it's a great idea. Now, if you'd rather be outdoors and you don't mind some physical work, well, stump removal is a surprising but profitable niche in the $100 billion landscaping industry, and you can get started pretty quickly. You just take a short landscaping or an arborist course, you rent a stump grinder for about $100 a day, and then you could start marketing your services on TaskRabbit or Nextdoor. And after you get some experience, you decide if you like it, well, you know what? You can invest in your own grinder, and then your business will grow from there. Now, why do I suggest that this fits somebody who is over 50 years old? Well, I think it's great for active people who want to be outdoors, who want to be independent, and just want to stay away, don't want to be at a desk job. Now, the entry cost and time commitment, it's about $100 a day to rent the equipment, at least if you're going to start out to do that. Now, you start out by renting the equipment, maybe after you get rolling, you decide, as I mentioned a couple seconds ago, you go ahead and you buy your own grinder. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get rolling, maybe about a 2, 3, 4 weeks or so to start picking up clients, but you never know. You could pick one up on day one. Now, the median income, or I'll say median salary for this gig, it's around $40,000 to $100,000 with some independents hitting six figures. Now, I was inspired by this gig because of actually watching somebody do the job. I spoke to him. He told me how he got started, told me how much money he's making, and I thought I'd share that with you. So there you go. And there you have it. I've just given you 7 in-demand careers that prove it's never too late to start fresh, to build new skills, and to find work that truly fits your life. Now, some of these gigs may take a little training, and others, well, you can jump into them right away. But every single one gives you a chance to earn, to grow, and to stay in control of your future. Now, if one of these careers sparked your interest, well, let me know in the comments which one stood out for you, which one stood out the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these gigs. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure that you give it a like, subscribe, and also you might want to consider sharing it with a friend who might be looking for their next chapter too. Well, I want to thank you for watching. I'm Lou Reyes, and I'll see you in the next video.